It really fits with what we're trying to do with Dilettante, to let people know what's happening in the classical music world at every level. The turnout's been fantastic, and I'm really glad that we're able to participate in this and bring it to all those other dilettantes out there who aren't here in London and who may not be experiencing this kind of scene where they live and be inspired by it. Well, I was really pleased that we started with the pieces that Will did, because it was sort of traditional classical in the way that people were expecting, but in this environment, so it slightly made the transition for people. I think Dominic's piece is great, the installation for string quartet, because there's a lot of humor in it, and so it engages you on a whole bunch of different levels. Sean's piece is playful and sweet and engaging and the perfect thing to lead into the improv. So it's been a really well programmed evening, I think.
We've just come off the stage at like 3 feet east in Brick Lane. The first quartet I've ever written in my life. It's just been performed, and I feel pretty good about it. Weirdly, we had the kind of the reverence that you'd have in a conservatoire, but in a club, and the cash registers were going and the refrigerators were buzzing, but that didn't matter. And I think that proves that classical music can be dragged out of the conservatoires and the concert halls into places like this.
One of the most interesting things about the experience of doing something like this is imagining how this sort of performance would be perceived in this kind of environment.
I don't really know if many other people doing this sort of work, certainly not in a kind of as great an environment as this, and with that kind of crowd of people. I think it feels very young, very vibrant, very cutting edge.
I thought it was really different. I thought it was really original and creative, and I really enjoyed it.
Most of my peers and stuff tend to hang out here, possibly more so than they did in concert hall, so it seems fitting for it to just happen here.
To bring this kind of music into this kind of environment, and to the kind of people who inhabit this world, and who might not discover it otherwise, that's what's been really great about this evening.